Okay, welcome back, everybody. Going to put some watercolor on this Shazam that I inked last night. Hopefully you saw it. I put a little bit of shading in here on his face. It's very light pencil. Don't know if it's visible. I can't see it on my monitor. But yeah, so gonna do a quick little watercolor here. I think this will be nice. I'm just trying to decide Shazam's very simple. I think I'm going to get rid of some of the line work I put on the face because I think it complicates him a bit much, and I'm trying to keep it in a more CC Beck style. So just thinking, hello Lloyd, hello Sten, welcome aboard, glad to see you. Hope your day has been well. Maybe I could leave those lines in, see if it needs that extra shadow at the end, but it might be too dark unless I choose my colors well. And that's what I have over here is swatches of watercolors that I have. These are all Daniel Smith watercolors, and so I'm trying to limit my palette. I'll go ahead and jump in. We'll tackle the face a little bit later. I'm going to start with his yellow gold around the cape because that's fairly easy. That's something that shouldn't be too difficult to put down. Once we get moving on that, the rest should hopefully fall in place. We'll see. All right, so make sure I got the right amount. This is the tricky part as I've gone about my watercolor journey, finding the right amount of pigment color to water. This looks pretty good. So what I'll do is I'll check. No. It's my sister. No need to talk to her right now. And yes, that's the kidney lady, as she's jokingly known here on my stream. So I was going to say I can kind of check the messages when I finish an area. See who else came in. Hello, Joe. Hello, Z Collects. Everything is going well. The eye surgery went well. I do have a small complication in the fact that there's a thing called YAG, which is a film that can grow on the back of the plastic lens that they insert into your eye. Now, it's common in about at least 30% of people that have it done, but normally it takes years to develop unless you're still in your 50s, which I am, and in that case it can develop faster, which mine developed about 5 to 6 weeks after I had surgery done in both eyes. So I have my next appointment is in January, and I don't know. It's a small laser process to remove the film. What I don't know is if the doctor can do both eyes in one day, or if I have to have one done and then wait a week, go back the next morning, see how it's not even considered a surgery. So I'm really hoping it's just one visit. Then I will have to do I know I'll have to do a follow-up for my final, I don't know what eye test. I think they call it a refraction, where they see what your vision is. My vision right now is actually pretty good. I can drive and get around, no glasses. But I did notice when reading some letters and stuff at the eye doctor and outside, depending on the point size or the size of the letters, that it wasn't as clear and razor sharp as I had hoped. So that was a bit of a disappointment until I found out what was causing it. Now, there are those lucky people that have the surgery and like in 3 days, they're like, wow, I can see everything. And as fate would have it, it's going to make me deal with it a little bit longer, but hey, that's okay. All right. So that's my first yellow. I've got a more orange yellow that I think I'm going to maybe play around with over that. But I'll go ahead and give this brush a rinse. Hey, Ryan. Good to see you. I don't know when you came in, but I was just giving an update on the eyes. As I said, everything is pretty much, everything's healthy. Just a small complication which can be taken care of with a 1 to 2 minute laser. I was going to call it surgery, but they don't even call it surgery. So that's that. All right. I'm going to save the light blue for his white cape, I think. I want to tackle this face. Joe? Dr. Fate. Is that a request, or this is Shazam? Currently, I am not taking any more commissions through the end of the year. I have stuff that I need to finish. This was just something of a test for myself. Just number one, to draw something that wasn't a commission. I don't know why I picked Shazam. It just popped into my head. Maybe I saw an image or something. I really don't know. And number two, it was just to get me back into streaming. And by the way, for those of you interested, don't forget Black Friday, we will have a John Wick / Jack Carter, or Jack Carter / John Wick. Craig Zabla will be in attendance. My sidekick Ron should be here, and we're just going to have a good time. And I'm going to do my traditional Thanksgiving drawing for Mr. Zablo. Yeah, thanks, Ryan. Yep, I'm hoping to be better than okay, better than new. So I'm looking at my colors, and I know they kind of keep Shazam quite pale. So I have a couple of choices for my base color. I am going to leave some whites on this, over on this side where the light is being cast. So I don't want to go too dark on the shadows if I indeed use them. I'm looking at a Naples yellow or a raw sienna light. Burnt sienna could be a shadow color. It's a little dark, but I could tone it down. Buff titanium is a good let me see. I'm almost tempted to do an underpainting of the shadows like I used to. Remember when I started, guys, and I would do the gray? But I don't really want to do a gray underpainting. I would prefer it to be a color. That's why I'm thinking of the burnt sienna. It's a brown. It might be a bit dark. That's what scares me. I want to keep this kind of bright and airy, so let's be safe. And Naples yellow is a little brighter, a little more yellow. It looks like. Uh, I'm going to go with raw sienna light. All right, let's go ahead and let's see. So that is to see, and I guess we'll find out together how it looks when I start applying it to the painting. Just got my palette over here and I'm wetting down my color and getting some. All right, so I kind of got to move fast with this, so I'm going to take a look for questions. I don't see any, and let's see. I'm going with the raw sienna light. So just get a little bit. That actually might be good. Try to find some areas where I can connect. More paint, more paint. Don't forget the white areas. Leave them. I am working with Daniel Smith watercolors on Strathmore mixed media board as usual. You longtime people will remember this is what I started with back in the day. 2018 I think is when I started my YouTube channel. All right, we need to get cracking here. Trying to keep, let's see. And some more. Didn't get enough out. Thought I had it. It's been a long time since I've watercolored. And another reason I'm doing this small piece is I have some 9x12 headshots that I owe people that are watercolored. So another reason for me to get the watercolors back out and refamiliarize myself with them. All right, and we're about to let this soak in and dry. Check the chat. Let me wash the brush. That looks pretty good. I'm all right with that. Got a nice big highlight on his forehead. What I need to do, Ryan, as far as color work, is some quick color comps to get a little more complicated in my color schemes. I am keeping this very simple for that fact. Because I drew it and then I was just like, hey, I like the drawing, I'll ink it. And then I was thinking as I was inking it that I would go ahead and do a watercolor of it. And so I didn't really do a color study, like figuring out the highlights and the shadows. Something like this I'm a little more confident on than a bigger piece maybe. I'm already liking the whites, the white highlights I left. Hey, G, good to see you. Dr. Kaz, howdy, howdy, sir. Just talking about getting my end of the year commissions finished up, and I know that you have a few on my list, and that's why I'm back to practicing some watercolors, because I know you have at least two that I can think of. A storm, and I believe a storm, and is it a Wolverine? A Thor? Can't think of that second one. I remember the storm. So still cool to the touch, which means that is drying. So I think what I'll do is go back in and I could do his hair. Well, his hair is I'm gonna do it in a Payne's gray, which is a blue gray. I could do the shadowing on the yellow. I'm trying to just lay down base colors right now. Ghost Rider. That's right, Ghost Rider. That is gonna be fun. You I am gonna enjoy doing a watercolor Ghost Rider. Yeah, simple colors work fine. I generally stay in the local color, meaning if it's red, it's red. But I would like to expand on a few pieces, get a little more uh, color going on, a little more experimentation. So we'll see. I made no commitments yet to anything crazy. But all right, so I got a nice light blue that I can do the blue shadows of his cape in. That's what I think I'm going to tackle next. Yeah, I love Michael Cho's work. He's very good. If this was a Michael Cho, he might just leave it with this one color, or he might do the whole thing in one color, leaving the highlights effect. Speaking of that, since I don't need these on the side, I'm gonna go ahead and erase this pencil line out because that's going to remain white on this side. This is going to remain white in here. This little bit on the nose is going to remain white, so it doesn't come up all the way. It does around here, the pencil, but where the color gets under it doesn't remain all the white, but that's fine. Let's see. Highlight on the forehead. I will check the chat and then I will attack the blue, because once you get going, you can't really stop until you reach a point where you can, if that makes sense. All right, so I'm going to get my blue ready, and that is number 4B in my palette. 1, 2, 3, 4. I haven't swatched this new watercolor palette out, so I have it on this bigger sheet, and that's what I'm going off of. Now this is going to be a darker color than I want, so I am going to need to add more water, and then take some water out. All right, if that makes any sense. It's a little bit crazy. All right, so I still can take water out. I'm working up here, which you can't see. It's over here. You can see the tape here. I got a little all right, I think that's going to work. Well, Dr. Kaz, I hope you've been doing well. I assume you have. Nice to be streaming again. Don't know what you're doing Friday, but keep an eye out for the Black Friday stream, which I will be doing some combination of Jack Carter, played by Sylvester Stallone, and John Wick by Keanu Reeves for my buddy Craig Zablo. I have the idea in my head. I need to get it on paper. Probably tomorrow I'm going to work on that drawing. And I'm going to ink it up Friday, and Craig and Ron will be on the show. So we should have a lot of fun, hopefully. The boys are back. I want to go ahead and kind of move this a little bit. And while I got this real light blue, go over his teeth so they're not so bright. That will dry lighter, so I'm not worried about it. Well, Dr. Kaz, I will try to get your stuff done, but I will leave that opportunity open if I need extra space for something else, but I will make it up to you, as you know, sir. You are much appreciated. I was actually surprised that the first video that I did last night on this got as many likes and views. It actually did well. It was under an hour. I think it was about 48 minutes. And a lot of that was technical difficulty that Ron and I figured out. It was my fault. StreamYard had put in a new echo feature or something, and I don't know, when I turned it off, it seemed to work fine. Turned it off, turned it on, can't remember which, but that did the trick. Then I could hear Ron fine. I know you all could hear him. I couldn't hear him, and that's where I thought the problem lied. So we took us about all of 2 or 3 minutes to figure it out last night. So we will be good to go on Friday. Hey, Barbarian. Let's see. Hello, Sir Man Bob. Jacob has entered the room. Jacob likes to have fun. Right, Jake? Mm-hmm. Yeah?
Yes.
So he came in to watch a little bit.
Yes, someone said in the chat, hey there, John, at 7:45 p.m.
Yes, that must have been Barbarian Kung Fu.
Yep.
Yep. I've already said hello to him. Thank you, Mr. Sir Bob. Or Sir, what is it?
Sir Man Bob.
Sir Man Bob.
Not that much action in the chat yet. Yes, did we just start the stream, sir?
No, it's been going on for a little bit, but
Yes, I see.
now I think I can untape this.
Okay, guys, here's the satisfying part.
Jacob, you got to be a little quieter.
Ooh. Well,
right, buddy?
yes.
But what is the satisfying part?
When you pull the what is it
Oh.
again? Oh yeah, pulling the tape off the table.
Well, that's when I have a painting and I let Jacob pull the tape off around the border so it's a nice crisp border, or when we painted the bedroom and he pulled the blue tape off of the wall so it left a nice crisp edge.
Yes.
And that is a satisfying part.
Oh yes, it is. Oh, someone said something in the chat. Hey, it's the little buddy Jacob. How's he doing?
Well, who said it?
Lloyd Deli Garde.
Yeah, that's Lloyd.
I'm doing good. Lloyd.
He's out for his
Thanksgiving break.
Doesn't go back to school until the 30th, and he goes back to Gifted, which has to be a brick and mortar, but it's a small class, so I think we're going to be okay.
Yes.
Jake?
I might have to wear a mask still.
Well,
probably.
Yeah, we're not sure about that. We'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're going to have to wear a mask. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Okay, someone else said something. I've been watching Bob Ross
That must be Genome.
No, that was Ryan O'Connor.
Oh, okay. Hey, yeah.
He loves taking the tape off too. It's universal.
Yeah.
I that.
It's an interesting
and satisfying.
It is satisfying.
Yep.
It is kind of unsatisfying when you get a little bit of paint creep.
Mm-hmm.
But
or if you pull it too fast, then
you can rip the paper.
Yep.
But
when you pull it just right enough, man, that's satisfying. That tape around your board is just for like.
This is just for number one, to hold this brown piece of paper, but also it gives me a range where to keep my drawing.
Yeah.
So that it can be seen.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't get it out of the picture.
Yeah.
All right. So I went a little more blue on
with watercolor
on his white than I intended to, but since I'm going to leave the background white, I wanted to have that contrast, if anybody's wondering. So I did have a purpose to that.
Which Shazam are you drawing?
I'm doing the one that we saw the video of today, where it's really cool. Don't know if you've seen the Shazam movie DVD box, but
I think I have.
Yes, you have. Let me tell the people. It has Billy Batson, and then it's the closer you get, or if you go side to side, it's a hologram effect, and it turns into Shazam when you look at it the right way. So it's very cool. Hey, for those of you watching now, if you're just dropping in to say hello and stuff, before you leave, don't forget, thumbs up would be appreciated. I think most of you in here are subscribers. If not, join in. I'm going to be streaming quite a bit more in the coming weeks. Going to get back into it now that I can relax a little bit and got some time where I can actually fit it in.
Oh, we have another chat. Oh, that's cool. Haven't seen the yet. What? Haven't seen the yet. Okay.
Oh, Lloyd said he hasn't saw it yet. Yeah, it's a nice box. They did a good job.
Yeah, we saw at Best Buy.
Yes, we did see it at Best Buy.
Today?
Yep.
Yep, I think so.
Now let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and get my little bit of that feels dry enough. A little bit extra gold here going. It's more of an orange color, but it'll
work.
It will work.
Oh yeah, we've been. Oh, Lloyd Ligardi said no spoilers, YouTube.
Oh, I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, we haven't seen it. I mean, I have, but not him.
Nope, I have not seen the movie, only the DVD cover today, which Jacob pointed out to me.
Yes.
And then we got trapped by a rainstorm inside Best Buy for about 15 or 20 minutes.
Yep, I was like, oh, I need to sit down.
I like the way Jacob says Lloyd's last name. He probably does a better job on it than I do.
Delegate.
Well, you probably do a better job on it
That's
than
how
I
I do it. Delegate.
Yeah, you heading out now?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Let me do something though.
Uh-oh. Okay, so that was the little one jumping in for a few minutes. Appreciate him reading the chat. All right, let's let this dry a little bit and see how it looks. See what the chat's going on. How's everybody? What's the consensus? We're looking good here? He says it almost correctly. Okay, let me give it a shot. Lloyd Delagarde. Delagarde. Now put a little accent. He could say it like Luigi. Delagarde. Well, actually, I kind of lied. I just remembered. I'm going to put a red wash that's going to kind of bloom out, hopefully. So it's not, it's going to do like this type of watercolory thing. And then I thought I would just throw a nice red, heavy wash and let it do its thing there. So I kind of get a nice balance of a red going through the painting. So not totally white, but a little bit of red to accent the bottom and the top. And let's see, I'm thinking about hitting that face with the shadow color. And the burnt sienna is probably going to be the right color. It's a little scary, but oh well. If I make a mistake, I make a mistake. I will have a tissue here in case this tends to look a little dark, maybe. I'll be able to pull it up. And as Ryan knows, Bob Ross says there are no mistakes. There are happy accidents. I might need to blend in some of my base color. Let's see. Maybe I'll get a nice. I'm going to blend these. Looks like I got enough. Hopefully I do. Mixing the base color with the darker shadow color should give me a value of, it's about the same. I think we're going to go with it. And let's see. Let me get a game plan here. Let me untape it because I'm going to have to move this around. I could go under this neck piece first because it is in definite shadow, and that will give me a, oh yeah, it's a little dark, little dark. Let me pull that up real quick. Needs more water, more water. Don't want it that dark. That's better. More water. Okay, let's try it now. All right. Now I think we're on to the right shadow color. That's right. Only happy accidents. Happy accidents. All right. Get a little pigment going and then spread it quick. Look at it run. Run that bead. Okay, now I'm going to get most of the water off this brush. Come up here, get that bead. Now, if it's under the neck, I can always go darker. Because we want that head to pop off the neck. So, it's a good place to experiment. All right. I know that's kind of hard for you all to see at home. It also dries, it dries a little bit different than it looks going on. I think that works under the neck very well. I think I'm scrubbing now, as my high school art teacher would always tell me to quit trying, as you all know too, quit trying to do something with the watercolors they weren't meant to do. Let them do their own thing. Let them blend. So, okay, I am going to dig in to the side of the nose. And the top of the lip. With this nice blend. Now that's looking nice. All right, so that works. I can actually, gotta watch the finger. That was still a little wet, but no problem. Go back over it. Pull this bead down. It's one good thing about watercolor. It's a little forgiving. Not as forgiving as gouache, which I have not worked in a long time. I know it's popular with Paulo Rivera and Alex Ross, but I am not on their level. Now I'm going to hit this eye socket area. Hello, Scripted Dev. Welcome to the stream.
And this is me.
That's you, Jacob?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You keep changing your name, so it's hard for me to keep up with you.
Yep. If you just see any crazy name, then that's going to be me.
Yeah, that's pretty much true.
Yep.
Crazy name equals Jacob, right?
Yep. Funny name equals Michael.
Okay. All right. More color. More shadow work. Okay, that came up nice off of the palette. So let's go ahead. Like I said, I want the shadows to be there, but I don't want them too dominant. So when I get this scanned or photograph, you all will see a lot more what I was talking about. Because I know on screen it doesn't show exactly as I want, or as what I'm seeing. Nature of the beast. All right, so, oh, forgot to do his hair. Didn't really forget. It's just it's one of the darker colors. Payne's gray. Yeah, very light shadows. I don't want to go too dark on Captain Marvel. Kind of want to keep him bright, I guess would be the right color. Now, as you can see, when I put the light blue on the teeth, it kind of grayed out so that they're just not like so stark white that they're, they don't look that they look real with a little bit of shade on them. I don't mind the white highlights of the paper coming through on his skin, and on this thing, I like the white highlight because the yellow is so light, it kind of just looks nice. And get some more of those little pencil lines that I had done for myself. So let's see if I bring it up closer. Of course, you get closer to the light. There we go. That's a pretty good look. So I'm going to put in the Payne's gray. And I have that 5C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which will give his hair a grayish blue look, which is what I'm after. I don't want bright blue, and I don't want just gray. But this Payne's gray is very nice. All right, we'll let that dry. So yeah, it's been like I said, it's been a while since I've been streaming. If those of you who are OG remember the days that I used to do this every morning. I started out doing an ink wash drawing, and then they merged into full watercolors, which I would spit around. If you go back in my YouTube library, you will find, I think, I don't know, 30 some odd daily drawings. I would take the weekend off, and then it was fun. I really enjoyed it. I learned a lot, met a lot of new people and friends, and I miss it. I don't know if I could ever replicate it, just due to the way things are now. Yes, AG is the original OG. I was doing a stream in the afternoon, kind of talking to myself, wondering if people could hear me. AG piped in and said, "Oh yeah, I can hear you fine." So I said, "Hey, while you're there, could you let me know how everything looks, how it works?" My first subscriber, AG. Thank you, AG. Wanted to hit that shadow a little bit more. Now, while that's drying, I want to show you a book I got. I got it either late last week or early this week, and I just opened it. I just opened it about 2 hours ago, and it is really incredible. It is the pencil art of Jeff Darrow, and For those of you who don't know Jeff Darrow, he is a fantastic artist, but he's also known for his incredible detail. And furthermore, for those of you who don't know, he does all his pencil drawing on paper. Then he puts a piece of like a frosted vellum, or not, not the clear acetate type stuff, but it's like a yellowish color vellum. So it's not, it's glare proof. And then he does these incredibly tight pencil drawings. Hence the name of the book, Lead Poisoning. I mean, stuff like this. This is all pencil. Yeah, it is an awesome book. And it's just incredible to go through here and look at these pencil drawings. And then, not only does he do all this work in pencil, then he puts a piece of vellum over it and inks it with, I think, like a micron or something. I mean, this is just like mind blowing to me. The amount of detail in the pencil work, and everything is there. So he's just, it's not that it's a dark horse book. Look, I mean, look at this. This is insane. Let's see. Does it say what this is from? Maybe on the overleaf or something. I have no idea. It looks like barbarians fighting. This lunch counter scene. I mean, it's just. I opened it up and started looking at it, and I was just frustrated at myself. Again, it's the comparison thing. I'm like, wow, how long does a pencil drawing like this take? And then, I mean, it's got to be another day or two to like do the inking. But it's his process. Look at this. I know you can't really see the fine detail, and I don't know what the original size of these are, but sometimes you will see a piece and you can see where he's taped other paper. Let me see if I can find one of those real quick. Like this thing. You got this side with all these buildings falling over, crumbling, and then you go to this side and you can see like a cut edge here, or it's like he had to add extra paper. Not to mention all the figures. Here's his Clint Eastwood. Just insane in a good way. It's like, when I came to these, I was like, okay, that's simple, but man, look at this. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful work. I just love this. There's his Clint Eastwood character with his Shaolin Cowboy series. I love this. And here's another one where it looks like he had to extend the neck of the creature because there's like a line here where he had to add more paper as he went. And the vellum can come in big sheets, so it really doesn't matter that he does that. Anyway, this is the book Lead Poisoning. I think there were only 6 left when I bought this. It is a Dark Horse book. $34.99. I know I did not pay that much for it. I think it was $24.99, maybe $29.99. What a bargain. Okay, I just noticed a little bead. Luckily, it didn't dry, so I can blend it into the black. Okay. Yes, he did do a lot of movie on The Matrix, and so did Steve Scrocci. Oh, I just saw you saw that. Did you ever see the cover to I inked a Steve Scroce, I think that's the name, um, a Wolverine cover that I inked over Steve in the 90s. And we were actually slated to do a Wolverine 4 or 6 part miniseries, and that cover was kind of a warm up. And man, it was pretty insane, but I loved it. It's I think Wolverine's claws in the foreground. Um, I believe what happened was Steve got pulled on to the Matrix about the same time and could not commit to the Marvel miniseries, or I could be thinking it wrong. I think he may have actually also went to the Marvel miniseries and inked it himself, or just left it in pencil. I can't remember, but I didn't get to wind up doing it, and I would have liked to. I think that would have been a nice collaboration. Hey Noah, how you doing? Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Now let me give you. I gotta untape it anyway because I'm gonna do some red here on it to finish it off. We'll pull it back up. If we dim the light, that actually helps. Let me see if we can get a focus going on. There's my knuckles. There we go. So now I'm going to put my loose wash of red, and that will finish it. I'm actually going to start on his suit first and see if it needs it up top. No splatter. This is going to be a nice clean representation. This will be for sale. I don't know what the price will be. I don't know if anybody's interested in Shazam, so I don't know. I'm not in a rush to sell it. What I'm going to do is I ordered 3 watercolor pads, and I'm actually going to do some bust watercolors of characters I want to do that maybe I haven't done in the past, and do like an art drop of 5 or 6 pieces. I don't know if I'll do that myself on my website, which if you've been there lately, you'll see it's currently under construction because I've got some stuff coming up. Or I might do them through Torpedo Comics. They had a lot of luck moving a couple of pieces that I brought out there for the signing. So I might send it to them. They have a wider reach than I do. All right, so we are going to go with Pyrrole Scarlet for the red. Wow, doesn't look like I got a lot of it. But that's okay. And this I kind of want to be wet. So, and of course, it's one of those colors that right away it's brilliant. And I might have to add water to it because, man, it's really coming out. I don't mind the red. That's what I want. All right, here we go. Let's get this tape off. Just get into the corner. And now to add water and let it hopefully never drips when you want it to. See that bead of color I'm chasing around? That's what I want to, okay. We're gonna let that pool back up. And I'm gonna make sure that I can stop it. The watercolor will only go to where I've already put the water and stop, so. All right, so I'm just gonna let that kind of actually gotta quit messing with it in a minute. All right. Now just kind of sit here and let it do its thing. Hey, Comics Wabbit. Okay. Did you mention to me that that you watch my streams? Are you that guy that I talk to? If you are, hello. If not, hey, glad to meet you too. It is trying to get away, Lloyd. It always does. Anticipation. And it's red. So trying to let it dry just a little bit more. Let me get this little bead of watercolor. I don't need it dripping on me, so to speak. Not on me personally, but on the piece. Gonna just get this a little more brilliant there. Okay. Let's take a look at it upside down. I was not, but now I enjoy viewing your streams. Well, thank you. I do appreciate it. Yeah, last night was my first stream since September. So it had been a while. Oh, that wasn't nice. That's the only problem with this low-tack blue tape is unless I really burnish it down, it will give, but I don't really want to. Now I have a bigger brush and I'm thinking, do I want to put red up top? I'm not sure. I don't think I do, to tell the truth. I think I don't mind it vignetting off the bottom. This is why I purposely did the cape on this side and then just let it kind of fade off on that side So let that dry a little bit and see if we have any questions. The red really does pop. Yes, indeed. I like my old-fashioned Shazam slash Captain Marvel eyes with no highlights in them. I don't think C.C. Beck ever did the highlights. I think he just left them really thick eyelashes with like a black eye pupil area, which I've done. So yeah, I just think I'm thinking adding anything to the top would just be for just to do it. I don't think there's a good reason to. I don't think it needs it up there for balance. I could possibly almost see like a quick wash on this side to kind of get a diagonal. But I'm not sold that's the right way to go. No splatter on this. I want it nice and clean. No need for splatter. So anyway, yeah. No, I don't think it does. I'm with you, Lloyd. I've kind of got that out of my mind now. Now that I've seen the red down below first, I think, bringing it all to the bottom, nice clean white background. I'm pretty pleased with this overall. So I think that's going to be it. If you have any questions, go ahead. I got a few minutes to hang out. I'll see if anything rolls in. Again, I do appreciate your thumbs up. I don't know why when I record a stream, why it's taken like 24 hours to process a live stream and get back up to my channel. But that does seem to be what's been happening. And it was happening back in September. So let's see. There it is. That would look nice in a small frame. Trying to figure out. I will probably go ahead and sign into the red once it's extremely dry. Or I will go up this way, which I'm not sure of. I think just sticking in here, so if someone puts a little frame in it, you got to give about, at least 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch for a frame. So yeah. All right. Okay, so I take it there's no questions. I got no answers to no questions. Okay. I do appreciate everybody that stopped by. Thank you very much. My friends, I enjoy hanging out with you all, and I really want to get back to streaming more often. So I may do another stream before Black Friday. I really don't want Craig to see the pencil drawing I have in mind for Friday. I want him to see the actual drawing, like reveal that I'm going to be inking on the show. So probably will not stream that. I might have another few pieces I can do. If you're subscribed, hit the notifications so you know when I'm going live. I'm sorry this one was kind of quick. Um, I looked at the clock and I said, "Well, I'm going to watercolor this, so why not stream it?" I was gonna record it and then put it up, and I said, "No, I'll just do a live stream." All right, Noah. Thank you. I appreciate the support, Noah. It means a lot, as you well know. All right, everybody, take care. Have a good evening, and I will see you next time. Remember, be good to each other, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.